Right to the air is Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Don't let him get there.
On first down, Mahomes. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Mahomes to throw once more. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Before we came up to the booth, Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll keep leaning on the line game. Back to the ground. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Here we go on fourth down. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Mahomes going to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Mahomes firing complete, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Mahomes now on first down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catch in the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. And I got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give him another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby with the extra point. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on second and 10, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. But they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for the first down.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Second down, they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan and start how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's going to take another shot here, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, Actors always said, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here again is McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. They'll send the tight end in motion. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the give, now Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes, a dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jerick McKinnon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rodgers looking to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he is going to have the Packers' 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And some space here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Well, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.